Ko griheshu puman saktam.
Ko griheshu puman saktam.
It's coming.
Atmanamajendriyam.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Ko griheshu puman saktam.
Ko griheshu puman saktam.
Atmanamajitindriyam.
Atmanamajendriyam.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Ko griheshu puman saktam.
Ko griheshu puman saktam. Atmanamajendriyam.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Sneha pashaya dridhar baddham.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Utsaheta vimochitam.
Translation. What person to attach to household life, due to being unable to control his senses, can liberate himself? An attached householder is bound very strongly by ropes of affection for his family, wife, children, and other relatives.
Ko griheshu pumana saksam atmanam ajitendriya sneha pasai dridhai badhyam utsaheta vimuchit. Actually, this material life is our bondage. It may be just like gold handcuff or iron handcuff. So, handcuff is bondage. Either it is made of gold or iron, it doesn't matter. So, we are in this material world handcuffed, imprisoned. Our aim of life is how to get out of this material bondage or prison house. Prahlad Maharaj, in another place, when he was asked by his father what's the best education he had received from his teachers, the father asked him to explain. So the son, Prahlad Maharaj, said that Hityatmaghatam grihayanda kupam banangato jad harimāsaye. This is the best thing he has learned. What is that? Hitya atmaghatam griha andakupam. Griha, this family life is called griha andakupam, just like a man fallen in the dark well. So it is sure death, atmaghatam. Unless we are very cautious, this grihanda kupam, this family life, is very dangerous for spiritual advancement. Therefore, according to Vedic system, it is very regulated. First of all, one is trained up as a brahmachari not to be attached in sex life. That is brahmachari. Celibacy. Just like these boys, these children, if we train them how to remain in celibacy, they can be trained up. The first training is brahmachari. To remain in the Gurukul, they are innocent. As you will train them, they will be trained up. So in the beginning of life, to train the children as brahmachari is essential. The fact is that one may not be attached to sex life. Sex life only allows to beget children. That's all. Putrati kriyate bhajya, putra pinna prayajanam, punnamuktrati iti putra. These are the Vedic injunctions. Bhajya, wife, is accepted. Putrathe, only for having good children. In the Bhagavad Gita also it is said, Dharma viruddha kamasmi. That's the sex life is when it is not against the religious principle, that sex life I am, Krishna says. Dharma viruddha. So, dharma viruddha, or which is not against religious principle. In this way, you will find, according to Vedic system, the sex life is practically denied. But because we are now in the conditioned state, it is very difficult to completely deny sex life. There is regularity. First of all, training, no sex life. If you can remain without sex life, the brahmachari, it is very good. But if you cannot, then get yourself married, live with wife, but have sex only for progeny, not for sense enjoyment. Therefore, even one is married, if he is sticking to one wife, and the wife is sticking to one husband, that is real married life. Then the husband is also called brahmachari, even though he is a grihastha. And the wife is called chaste. So this is human civilization, grihastha. That also allowed only for few years. Not few years. Formerly, as we have calculated, that people used to live for 100 years. So 24 years, 25 years brahmachari, 25 years grihastha, 25 years vanaprastha, and last 25 years sannyasi. Ultimately, sannyasi training. So in these 4 ashramas, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyas, in 3 ashramas, there is no sex life. Brahmachari, vanaprastha and sannyas. Only grihastha allowed sex life. That is also restricted. Only for begetting children. So in the Vedic civilization, sex life is actually denied. Only in grihastha life with a restriction. Not that whenever I like. No. That is bondage. So long we will be attached to sex life, then we will have to accept this material body. Janamai sanadi grihamedi sukham mitucham kannuyani na karayu ribadikha dukkham. We should remember this. But what will be effect? Unless we are trained, people are not educated, what is the value of life, how life should be conducted, what is the aim of life. But everything can be done. There is no difficulty. Just like a man practicing to lift, I think everyone you know, he takes on his back one small cup. It grows. When the cup becomes a very big bowl, one can lift. This is a practice. But all of a sudden, if you want to lift one big bull on your shoulder, that is not possible. But if you practice to take the little cup from the very beginning, it grows and your strength grows. It grows, this is gradual process. So, the human form of life, the whole training is, that is basic civilization. How to avoid sex life. That is liberation. If I have got desire for sex life, somewhere or other, then I will have to take birth again in this material world to satisfy. So the training should be how to give up this idea. And it is possible, if training is there, then it is possible. That is the instruction of Prahlad Maharaj. Kaumaro acharit pragya dharman bhagavatanya. From the very beginning, children should be trained up in this life. That is the responsibility, actually, father and mother's affection. But the father and mother do not know what is the aim of life. Neither they are trained up, how they can train up their children. But here is the prescription how to train up. So, in this age, although it is very difficult task, at least if we teach our children to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then everything is possible. That is the facility of this age. He will be gradually trained up to the highest perfection. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's benediction is there. Ya haite sarva siddhi haive tama. Simply by chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you will get all perfection of life. So, either Narottama Das Thakur sings, Griheva banete thaki ha gauranga bolila. So, don't be afraid that because we are in this age, we cannot be trained up, it is very difficult. But we can very easily chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is a special concession of this age. Just like these children were dancing and chanting. And it is the duty of the parents to train the children in such a way they get liberty in this very life. Father and mother, they should think of their innocent children, that this boy, this child has come to us. Now let us train him in such a way that he will get liberty. No more birth and death. This is real responsibility of father and mother. Pita na sasya, janani na sasya, guru. Everyone's duty should be how to give relief the living entities from these clutches of birth and death. That is ideal civilization. So, Prahlad Maharaj said, if we don't train up in the beginning, then ko griheshu puman Shaktam, Atma, Atmanam Ajitendriya. Atmanam Ajitendriya. The whole training is to control the senses. And the most powerful sense is the tongue. Sense control begins from the tongue. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given you the song. Tar madhye jivhavati labhamaya sudurmati. Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives a description that sharira avidya jar, jarendriya tahe kar. This body is the encagement. We are in the prison of this material world. How we are imprisoned? We have been given a material body. This is imprisonment. Sharira avidya jar. And we are very happy to keep this body very comfortably without knowing the aim of life. That is avidya jar, a network of ignorance. Sharira avidya jar. And the senses are our greatest enemies. Unless we control the senses, we are put into this avidya jar network. And out of all the senses, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, tar madhye jiva. Jiva means tongue. Jivavati lobhamaya sudurmati. It is very greedy. Jiva, to control the tongue. To control the senses means begin with the controlling the tongue. That is also a very difficult job. Therefore, to control the tongue, best thing is to take Krishna prasadam. First of all, offer to Krishna and then take. Tar madhya jiva rabhamaya sudurmati tare jeta kodhina samsara. Krishna varo dayamaya karivare jivaja. At least if we take it as a vow that I shall not eat anything which is not offered to Krishna, that will help us. Krishna varo dayamaya karivare jivaja. Saprasad anna dilo bhai. So, with tongue begins spiritual life. If we restrict our tongue not to talk uselessly, simply talk of Krishna or chant Hare Krishna, read Krishna books, chant Hare Krishna, and when you are hungry, take Krishna prasadam, then it will be possible. You can control the tongue. And if you can control the tongue, then you can control other senses very easily. That Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given very easy formula. Tar madhya jivhavati lobhamaya sudurmati tare jetha kodhina samsare. Krishna varo dayamaya. Krishna is so kind that from Vaikuntha he has come here in this remote village of America. He is so kind just to accept your service. Don't think that here is a doll. No, Krishna. Krishna, on the request of devotee, he has come. We should always remember this, that here is Krishna personally present. Just like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it requires only advanced sense. When he saw Jagannath in Puri temple, immediately fainted. Here is my Lord. So, it is only advanced understanding. But preliminary understanding is that here is Krishna. Don't think that it is the doll. Even if you think it is doll, but Krishna has come to you in the form of doll so that you can see. Otherwise Krishna is always present everywhere. We cannot see. Or you can handle. Krishna is everything. So Krishna is so kind that he has come here to be seen by you, to be touched by you, to be dressed by you, to be decorated by you, to accept whatever you nicely offer with bhakti. Krishna is not hungry, or Krishna has no food at his Vaikuntha. No, he has got. He is supplying everyone food. So he has got everything. We should always remember that he has kindly come for our benefit. So let us be always cautious and very respectful and offering the nicest prasadam prepared with great attention. In this way, if we practice, then our life becomes very successful. Otherwise, we shall be very much attached because we are ajitendriya. We cannot control our senses. Very difficult. But if you take Krishna Prasadam, although apparently we are greedy, but on account of taking Krishna Prasadam, it is neutralized. That our greediness, by taking Krishna Prasadam, it is neutralized. Sneha pasvai, this sneha pas, sneha is there. Sneha means affection. Everyone got affection. The cats and dogs, they have got also affection. But the affection is wrongly placed. We are affectionate to the skin, to this body. So this is wrong affection. Real affection is to the soul. That we do not know. We have no information. We are loving our child. That's very good. But not the soul, but the body. If someone or other, if the child is dead or my father is dead, we cry, father has gone away. Why father has gone away? The body which you love, that is lying there. So we do not know whom to love. So if we love actually, let us love the soul. How the soul love? To love means for benefit. That is real love. I love you for your benefit. You love me for my benefit. If I so-called love you for my benefit, that is lust. So in this material world there cannot be love. It is not possible. Because everyone loves so-called love. He loves his sense gratification. A young boy loves a young woman for his sense gratification, not for her sense gratification. Similarly, she also. In this material, this cheating is going on. I want to satisfy my lusty desire, but it is going on in the name of love. There cannot be any love in this material world. Because love is between spirit and spirit. But if we try to love the Supreme Spirit, Krishna, then we shall understand how our love can be spread in the spiritual world. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhakti labati param brahma bhuta prasannatma nasojati nakankati. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. When you come to the spiritual platform, then actual love begins. Mad bhakti labati param. That love begins if we can love Krishna. Then through Krishna's love we can expand our love for everyone. Jatha tadunmula nisechanena trippanti taskanda bhujopasaka. Just like watering the root of the tree, the energy is expanded to the leaves, to the flowers, to the branches. Similarly, if we want to love everyone, that's why we are coming, some patriot. Nobody loves nobody. That is all professional business. If we actually love Krishna, then we can expand our love. Patriotism, socialism, thisism, that, nationalism. Just like we are trying to spread this Krishna consciousness movement all over the world because on account of love, somewhere or other we have come in contact with Krishna, we are understanding that these people are in Maya or in ignorance. They do not know how to become happy. So our little attempt is let them become Krishna conscious. This is out of love. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. Everyone is suffering for want of Krishna consciousness. Therefore we are taking so much trouble. This is at least one side that Krishna wants them to deliver. And if we work on behalf of Krishna, that is also love. We love Krishna. So, we have got everything in writing, in books, in instruction. Our duty is to take them rightly and utilize it properly, advance in Krishna consciousness, sneha pasi. Otherwise, we shall be on a platform of false love. The platform of false love, we know, today one pair is married, but because the love is on the false platform, the next day there is divorce. That is not love. But that kind of love has no meaning. That kind of affection has no meaning. It is simply bondage. So try to, our aim is how to become free from this material bondage and real sneha, real affection, real love should be spread, and that can be done through Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it is all false. Sneha pasai vadyam ussahita. This Maya is so strong that we are taking this false thing as reality. It is very difficult to give it up. That is explained by Krishna. Daivijjisa gunamayi mama maya dhruttaya. Mameva jappavaddanti maya. This is only the remedy. If we become pure devotee of Krishna, then my love will be extended to everyone. Not only my society, but to everyone. This is not that this is my children, that is others' children, all children, all human beings, not my countrymen, all other countrymen. Not only human beings, but animals also. That is sneha. It is not that I am safe and let the animals be killed in the slaughterhouse. No, that is not love. Love means for everyone. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. Equality to all living entities. That is real love. That is real Krishna consciousness. A lover of Krishna will hesitate to kill even one ant. You know this story, Mrigari. That is love. Because one has got, just like this child, if I like I can kill him. There is no difficulty. But does it mean that I shall kill him? No. Similarly, a small ant, anyone can kill? No. Here is a living entity, part and parcel of Krishna. Samasar, he should not be unnecessarily killed. We should be careful, not that trample over the ants and let them be killed. No, everything should be carefully done. Of course, we cannot stop this, but we should be careful, and if it is done, then if we remain Krishna conscious, Krishna will excuse yajñartha karmanatra. Therefore the business should be, if we walk at all, we shall walk for Krishna. Then, if some ant is scared, not knowingly, unknowingly, then we are untouched by these sinful activities. Otherwise, we are immediately noted down. Here is a man has killed one. He has to be. The nature's law is so minute. Every minute the account is there. But if you remain in the business of Krishna consciousness, then there is excuse. Otherwise, everyone is becoming obliged. If I take from you 1 cent, I have to pay you with 4 cents, with interest, compound interest. This is the law. We are just like taking money from others. Unless we spend it for Krishna, then we shall be obliged to return. So, Devarsi bhutaptu ninanga pisrena nayangarini na kinkara rajan sarvatmanaji saranam sarannam gatu mukundam parihutsukat. We have got so many obligations, Devarsi, to the demigods, to the saintly great sages, Rishi, because Rishis are giving us, just like Vyasdev has given us this literature. So, we are obliged to him. We are indebted to him. We are indebted to the demigods. The sun is giving sunshine, the moon is giving at night shine, and the cloud, Indra, is giving us water. So we are all indebted. Therefore there are so many different types of yajñas mentioned in the Vedic literature. But if you perform one yajña, saṅkīrtana-yajña, then you become clear from everyone's debt. Gato mukundam saranam saranyam. Then we are free from all debts. So in this way, we have to execute Krishna consciousness movement very carefully. And the simple process is chant Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.